This documentary is for educational and informational purposes only. It covers real people, real stories and raw environments, not to glorify violence or hate, but to shed light on reality. The content has also been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines.
I don't see you as a different race than me.
Can you guess my race?
I would say you're Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Yeah, welcome to Tennessee.
You can't go into a place and go, Allah Akbar, and start killing people in this country.
The Bible tells us everyone's made equal in the image of God.
I've been kicked out of a church because I was trans.
Baka, Allah, Allah Baka.
You got a lot of racist people right here. You really hear them saying that.
Is the Patriot Front.
They say they do have a compound.
The KKK is in the top windows.
Say racist town?
Yeah.
No.
Put me some blacks next to me. They know how to party.
With a burqa on, I might punch them in their face.
You might be wondering how I got here. America is in the midst of a culture war.
Like a white race thing, you know. Nobody today has experienced racism.
People behind screens are making wide-sweeping statements and accusations towards each other. And the truth is, nobody's investigating anything in real life.
I came through segregation in high school.
Southern conservatives are often called racist by leftists behind keyboards all across America. It's all talk, retweets, and a little to no burden of proof. So over the course of the last few months, I've been traveling around the southern United States to investigate it for myself. Previously, I visited West Virginia and Mississippi, and now I'm here in Tennessee. Every interview you see in this documentary accounts for every person that agreed to speak with us. We've cut nobody out to steer a narrative, so take this documentary for what it is: hectic, funny, and dark.
You can take Mandami. I hope they shoot him between his eyes. I hope they take Ilhan Omar and shoot her between her eyes. I hope they take Rashida Tlaib and shoot her between her eyes. I hope they take AOC and hang her by her stupid neck. Do you want me to go on?
This is Cookie. A hardcore MAGA Trump supporter that found herself escaping from liberal New York for greener pastures.
These people don't belong in our government, and they don't belong in our country. Period. End of statement. And I stand firmly on my convictions.
Cookie lives in Tennessee, in the heart of the conservative South.
I don't know where the hell you come from, and personally, I don't care. If you mince my words, I'm suing you. Brutally frank, right? Okay. Love, the heart wants what the heart wants. Okay? I don't believe in mixing different colors. Not because there's not love between the two people, but where do the children stand? I notice a lot of children that have mixed parents, mixed cultures, I don't know what you want to call them. The children don't know where they belong.
Do you think people of color and white people have the same opportunities today in America?
I would think, believe it or not, because of this DEI. Now look, let me explain something to you. I want to see a woman president. I don't care what her color of her skin is, but I didn't want to see Harris, and I didn't want to see Clinton. Remember something. It doesn't matter if somebody has tits or ass. Okay? It matters of, can they do the job?
So I'm back again with another documentary. This time I'm in Tennessee. This was the birthplace of the KKK in 1885. I'm here to investigate if racism is still pretty much here in Tennessee. It has a dark history.
We're on the way to Estill Springs and we've just been pulled over by the police, man. And I don't think it's an area you want to be pulled over by the police if you're not white, according to the internet.
How's it going, officer?
Doing well.
What's you got out there?
Camera. We're filming a documentary.
Hopefully de-escalate in any situation that could have happened. I hope so anyway. Feel like I need a piss.
Just gone a little bit too fast, you know? Living that fast life. So far, so good. I mean, he's been pretty respectful.
Slow down.
Yes, sir.
We're basically making a documentary on East Tennessee and the history of racism, and we've been told to visit Estill Springs.
Estill Springs?
Estill, yeah.
I was told that racism is still very rife there.
Now you have gangs, white gangs, stuff like that, but even they're not real trouble, or they tend to stay to their own. In other words, you're not going to interact with them unless Unless you go looking for them,
Hopefully we make it back. Hopefully we make it back home.
you'll be fine.
We're 10 miles outside of Estill Springs. Got pulled over by the police on the way here. We drove in 2,000 miles in 3 days and we haven't been pulled for anything. 10 minutes out we were pulled over. I don't think that's a sign or reflection of anything to come, but I guess it's just a coincidence. But we'll see what happens when we get here. So where are we at the moment?
Right now, we're at Estill Springs.
And what's it like living here, sir?
Huh?
What's it like living here?
It's not bad.
This is Estill Springs. In Tennessee, this town has the most active KKK members per capita.
And I guess the reason I've come is due to the history of racism here within Tennessee.
Yeah.
Would you say it's still a problem here in Tennessee?
Yes, it is. It's real bad here in Tennessee.
What makes you say that?
I know a couple of people that are gangs, and they don't like blacks.
Why do you think people become racist? Do you think people are born that way? Well, why do you reckon?
I do believe a bunch of them were taught that way, yeah, raised that way.
I guess, well, what have you seen? Have you witnessed or heard of things yourself?
Yes, my neighbor over there, like I said, he's in jail now. There was a black couple that lived right here at one time. He tried to kick in their house and burn in their house.
And the guy who claims to be Brotherhood, is he in jail? Is that the same
guy?
Yeah,
the same guy, yes, he's in jail. For actually beating up some gay people because they were gay. He found out they were gay, so he went to go whoop on them, and he went to jail.
What advice would you give to someone, I guess, coming into this environment for a man of colour? So what advice would you give for me coming into these environments?
Just be careful. Like I said, there is a lot of racism around.
Later on that day, we returned to that same neighbourhood to see if we could get any more interviews, and we happened to run into that man's son.
You go down here to this park and you hear people saying nigga, but you really hear them saying nigga.
Who contradicted the way the man had presented himself.
Have you got friends who are racist?
My dad, the one you talked to earlier on the lawnmower. Yeah.
Is he racist?
Yeah. Very.
It doesn't matter what color you are or if you're with the same race or whatever.
So how would he feel if you had a black girlfriend?
Well, he'd be shitting bricks. He wouldn't he probably wouldn't talk to me no more.
So if you brought a black girl home, do you reckon the relationship with your dad could potentially end?
Yeah. More likely for a little while.
I think if he ever said that to you.
No, but he's expressed it with my brother.
In your definition, what is a racist?
Someone who don't like their own kind, someone who dislikes blacks, gays. I mean, someone who can't get along with everybody.
My brother is not. He don't date black women, but he's gay. It was kind of the same genre for him.
It's the same categories of used to date a black person like his own, they get to some degree.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, it's kind of fucked up.
How do I pronounce it? Estill Springs?
Estill Springs.
Estill Springs. So prior to coming to Estill Springs, I looked online and it had a bit of a dark history with racism. Per capita, it has more Klansmen than any other city in the world. Well, in America. Would you say that racism is still prevalent? As you guys live here, I guess. Would you say it's still a problem here?
So I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I've never met a Klansman here. Now, the Klansmen used to hang out more around Pulaski, Tennessee, but I haven't seen a Klansman around here.
People who live here in Estill Springs, I said something contradicted to your message. They said racism is here and it's rife.
Well, I would say to that, there's a possibility they may be racist.
After searching around Estill Springs for KKK members, we decided we wanted to go to where it all began. On December 24th in 1865, the Ku Klux Klan was started in Pulaski, Tennessee, just 18 days after slavery was abolished in America. The KKK was formed by 6 veterans of the Confederate Army who were fighting to keep slavery in the southern United States. The formation of the KKK was a spiritual successor to the Confederacy, created to maintain white supremacy in the South.
This is where the KKK started.
Yeah, it sure did. And yet, I'm against the KKK because they're racist. PG-13, viewer discretion advised. Because I am a bad motherfucker. But the motherfucker I may be, but the motherfucker don't belong to me. Imagine that. You can't because you're not me. One day you see I'm not crazy, I'm insane. Make sure you get it right. I almost got a KKK suit. I could have got it for a $20 sack. But yet, well, wait a minute. I talked too much. I ain't softening up.
We decided to store racism here.
Yeah. I got scratched up by my pussy cat. But yet, that's my service cat. But yet, I found him way out where Rich and Trace is, where I'm banned from there too. I'm banned from...
Why are you banned from everywhere?
Because I'm being me. Because I'm a know-it-all. I'm a smart ass. But I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumb ass. But wait a minute. Then you won't so look at that front ass. Oh my God. You see those legs?
You like black people?
Yeah, I love black people because they're my best friend. 10 Miles, they have a job opening in sanitation department. Wait a minute, I'm banned from the sanitation department because I had to go take a shit. Excuse me for cussing. PG-13, view of discretion advised. Now I'm covered, right?
Would you say Tennessee is a racist state?
Yes, it's a great state. No, I love it.
Would you say Tennessee is a racist state?
Racist state? No. Look at those legs again. Check it out, look at those legs, look at those legs.
I've been in Pulaski for 5 minutes and I've run into Stephen.
8 miles of cutoff road. Liquor is quicker than a finger. Sometimes it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, that's a thumb, that's a whole fist, that's a hoe. What makes a good dope hoe? She brings the dope and the hoe, right? And you just got paid for it. What makes a better one? When it's free. Well, I got 2 big balls. You want me to prove it to you? But yeah, I don't, because you're not a fag. I'm a fag. I'm a female ass crapper. Holy shit, I never want to die. I'm gonna live to 106. That's what the voices in my head tell me. Anybody can be a racist. Just because I'm not a nigger. You know what a nigger is? An ignorant person. There's black niggers, there's white niggers, there's alien niggers. Wait a minute, what's an alien? A Mexican. Wait a minute, Mexicans are taking over all Pulaski because they can do the work right.
Do you think the N-word is a bad word?
No, it's not. Because, like I just covered, N-word is an ignorant person. It's not a black person. And people, but yet you say that word around a black person, they want to kill you, especially if you're white. Am I right or wrong? Great people, they think they're untouchable.
And you said they're a racist?
Yeah, they are. Because they think their shit don't stink. Shit, their shit stinks just as well as mine does, wouldn't it? Wait a minute, depends on if I'm going through my Crohn's attack or not. When I have a Crohn's attack, my shit stinks worse. I mean, I've made people puke off of me for taking a fart. Welcome to Tennessee.
At this moment in time, I'm in Pulaski, Tennessee, and I'm currently in Maplewood Cemetery, designated to a lot of people who followed the Confederate, a lot of people of the KKK. So far since I've been in Pulaski, I haven't noticed or seen many things, I guess, related to the history. I'm gonna spend more time in the state of Tennessee and see what I find here.
These people here have been here for 5 generations. They call me the Yank. I don't care that they call me the Yank. We didn't have much of a problem here with masks and 6 foot and all that other crap. It was all crap. This was all done by the government. Do you understand? By the cabal, the deep state, the one world order, the new world order. Here, this is what you could do with Soros. This is what you could do with the Clintons. This is what you could do with the f***ing bombers. This is what you can do with all of them. All of them. They all are liars. Our money goes to Washington. They put their hands in their pocket. The corpse put their hands in their pocket. Then it goes to the crown. They put their fucking hands in the pocket. Okay? And then it goes to the Vatican. Why do I see these streaks in the sky? And let me tell you something. Planes don't make lines like this. They don't make lines like that. And Britain better get its ass moving. And I mean it. When I'm watching people who were born, raised, and educated in Britain being told by refugees that this is not their country anymore. Fuck them. And I'm sorry, I don't know what race you are. Look, we're all of one race. It's the human race. We're Homo sapiens. Your color might be different than mine. My color is different than yours.
Why do you think people are so focused on race as an issue right now?
You mean the Democrats?
Sure.
That's who you're talking about, right? Because you must be talking about them. Because I don't know any Republican that ever mentions race. And I really mean that. We might be conservative, but we have senses of humor. We believe in a creator. We believe we're allowed to protect ourselves. And we believe in family. That's what we stand for. Make no mistake. Now, why are they so focused on race? Because they have nothing else to bitch about. Nothing.
There are some blacks were white and white were black. I had people I knew, which I knew them, I call them salt and pepper. But anymore, you don't hardly hear that because you see it all over shivering now.
I mean, there's some people that are against it, and then there's some that feel let's go on and let
go for it. My mom didn't want me messing blacks.
Is that right?
Stay with your own color.
Would you prefer to live with white people around as neighbours, or would you prefer black neighbours?
It really doesn't matter. I can get along with all of them.
Another thing as well, would you say Tennessee is a racist state still?
Some counties more than likely.
For me, racism is something that shouldn't exist.
I've been told here in Shelbyville and Tennessee, it's really bad.
They see life as black and white because their parents told them that it was.
Do you think black and white people have the same opportunities?
Oh, God, yes. We've had a black president.
Do you think racism can ever be reversed? So do you think black people can be racist to white people?
Yeah, oh, yes, definitely. I think being called a liar or hard white word is the same. Can I guess your race? I would say you're Nigerian.
Nigerian? What would make you think that I'm Nigerian? What is it about me?
It's your accent.
Nigerian accent?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And before we...
No offense.
No,
I'm not trying to offend.
No offense taken whatsoever. Hi there, I was doing a documentary on racism on Tennessee, and I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Not right now, I'm going to a call right now, okay? Thank you, sorry about that.
I'm going to speak to this cop. I'm going to ask him a few questions about racism in Tennessee. Let's see what he says. The history of racism. I just want to speak for an officer and see if I still an issue here today.
Not with our department.
And they've told us to come to Shelbyville for racism. I guess in your experience of being an officer, you ever experienced anything or heard anything within Shelbyville?
No, sir.
How about Tennessee?
Sir?
And how about Tennessee?
No, sir.
I don't think he wants to speak. It's supposed to be one of the most racist states in America. I'm just trying to have a conversation. Very interesting. He said not my department, which I guess insinuates maybe it is there, but his department is fine, so to speak. I found that a bit interesting. So every time I'm trying to speak to the police and get their opinion on racism, no one wants to talk about racism. Civilians are happy to talk, but the police ain't.
In Shelbyville, there are a lot of older white folks as well as a lot of younger white folks that have followed in those footsteps, and kind of the hate's everywhere. And it is stronger in some parts. We do have a large Hispanic population, a large black population, a large Muslim population. I've seen a lot of the racism, especially in the last couple of years with Donald Trump being in office and everything. And
we think since we've come back into town this time, racism has gone through the root, so to speak.
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, it's always been there, but I feel like people are more loud about it now because they feel like they can be.
Would you say, as a whole, Tennessee is racist as a state, as a majority?
Sadly, yes. And I know that's probably going to make a lot of people mad, but it's a sad truth. That's a sad truth. It really is. Because, I mean, for every person that is accepting, you're going to find 10 that aren't. So I grew up with family members being racist and, kind of just have to shrug it off because, they're family. I've been told to kill myself before because I'm trans. I've been kicked out of a church because I was trans but I've had other churches welcome me with open arms and tell me that, God doesn't care. He loves everybody. In the last few years, the hatred towards Hispanics has gone up higher. Whereas there's still hatred for African Americans and other people of color. But in the last few years, it's been more towards Hispanics than anything else.
She goes missing in February, and she comes back in April 15th. April 24th, she goes missing again.
A couple girls that have gone missing that are all kind of matched the same description and not really found anything out about it, really, like who did it or any leads or anything like that.
The latest case involving 16-year-old Allison Ventura Gomez. These cases are being compared to the runaway investigation of 16-year-old Maria Lucas Gasper in nearby Shelbyville. Sadly, her remains were discovered.
We've had a couple young Hispanic girls killed in the last couple years, actually in the last 2 years.
You come to this country, you make your bones like we all have to. You don't come like this. Do you understand me? Are you understanding that? You don't come like this. You come like grateful, thankful, and appreciative that we, Americans, would allow you to come to this country and thrive.
Have you ever experienced racism?
In Tennessee?
Yeah.
Of course. It's like this for me. If a person don't like me, I don't like them.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's just the bottom line. If you don't like me, I don't like you. I've heard of them burning crosses in black people's yards. And so growing up, we didn't go there.
What do you reckon would have happened if you did go there? And would you?
I didn't want to find out.
And do you think in 2025, Cody, white and black men have the same opportunities in America?
Absolutely not.
No.
And honestly, I don't think it ever will be that way. We have the stereotype of, and I say we, I'm speaking of black people, as being lazy. Say, for instance, you get a person that goes to college, and this particular person is black. They have all the criteria for the job. But you may get another person that hasn't gone to college, but just because he knows somebody, they may get that job.
You think multiculturalism can work? So do you think different races and cultures can live together peacefully?
They have been since the beginning of time.
My door is always open, and you're welcome to come here anytime and have Jack and Coke, Pepsi. I don't drink Coke. When refugees go into a country and they're refugees, we're giving them a safe haven. The word refugee means temporary. What I did notice, is that the Middle Eastern people do not assimilate. They're very idealistic. And I really am tired of hearing Baka, Allah, Allah, Baka. I'm really tired of hearing it. And I think if somebody says it to me once more on the street or something with a burqa on, I might punch them in their face. Don't do that in the United States of America. Do that in your mosque. Do that in your home. But have respect for us. We allowed you to come in. We gave you a safe haven. We gave you a place to live. Food. We're educating your children. You have free health care. Show respect. And that's the difference between when the Europeans came here and when the Middle Eastern, African, and South American, the South Americans, believe it or not, are very conservative.
Look in the cities, Chinatown, you get all these ethnic groups that don't assimilate with the rest of the population. I think that's where it could be a problem.
They isolate themselves, and then they victimize themselves because of their own isolation.
People are just they're discreet about it. They're really discreet about it.
What would you say to people of color who are visiting these parts of the country?
Express yourself how you feel, and don't let other people's opinions mess with you.
I see a lot of people that are racist, but I also see a lot of people that aren't.
Put me some blacks next to me, 'cause they know how to party. They got the girls going and they know how to cook.
After wrapping up in Pulaski, we headed to Tellico Plains. We heard rumors that there were active white supremacist groups in the town.
Did he say racist towns? Say racist towns? Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, there's some, but it ain't. I wouldn't say the most racist place. I mean, you dress different than the way we dress here. I mean, people's gonna look, but it doesn't mean they're racist. There's racist people everywhere. It doesn't matter where you get. To me, I don't care if you're white, black, blue, purple, green. I don't care. I'm going to help you out if I can. I mean, that's all there is to it.
What would you say to someone who says Tennessee is a racist state? What would you say to that person?
I tell you, we're one of the most welcome states that there is. If we wasn't, why are they moving here from everywhere? I mean, you got people coming from Mexico, California, Florida. You got all these people moving here. If we was racist, why would they be moving here?
On the way to Tellico Plains, we stopped by another town we heard was racist. We're currently in Hawkers Creek, which is East Tennessee. As you can see, it's pretty Appalachian, man. It's high in the mountains, not a lot really happening here. I guess I've had mixed responses about how we'd be treated here. Some people said you'd be fine, some people said don't bother going there. So we're here, and guess we're going to find out.
In Hawkers Creek as well, apparently there's only like 800, 700 people who live here.
I'm making a film on Tennessee. Okay. I was trying to interview people around.
Yeah, that's fine. You ever work up here at the post office?
Yeah, if that's cool with you.
Go ahead, I'll follow you. My dad married into a black family. I don't give a shit about color. My cousin Katie, she's got a big Confederate flag on her back. And she's black as you could be. I love her to death. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for her. My family fought in the Civil War because my mama was a McCoy. You know, the Hatfields and McCoys?
Yeah.
I have the birth certificate and everything where my family fought. So I don't think that I should have to take this down because it offends somebody else. That's like trying to erase my heritage for their heritage because of what they experienced. But nobody today has experienced racism. The way I grew up, we was always taught Dixie, love it or leave it. It's always been heritage to me. I'll get flipped off for no reason. I'll be like, what's the problem? He's like, I don't like your flag. I was like, well, good for you. Keep going. Actually, up here, there is white supremacists up here. There are. There's some maybe about 10 miles down the road here. They have about maybe 20 people on the property, and I don't fucking go near them. They're weird as fuck. I don't believe in all that Nazi shit and all that crap. When you come at me with a Nazi tattoo, I start to be like, okay, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll fly that. But there ain't no hate behind it. I don't give a damn what color somebody is. Now, if you come at me being a dick, I'll treat you like an asshole. There ain't nobody around today that's owned a fucking slave. So why should I forget my history, people in my family that died in the Civil War because it offends somebody else? I'm about as damn redneck as you can get, but I sit there and I mow for Mexicans. And then I'll get people say, well, that's kind of reversed, ain't it? And the Mexicans supposed to mow our lawn? I was like, that right there is why you don't have a fucking job. Everybody says it's hateful and racism, but everywhere I've got today is because I work for it. If they go work for it, they got a lot of opportunities nowadays because you can literally get a scholarship for being black. Can't get a scholarship for being white. If I had the opportunity to take advantage of something because I was white, hell yeah, I would. I don't blame them for it, but get off your ass and work.
The N-word?
Yeah.
So, at the moment, when I'm interviewing people who say they're not racist, they'll still use that word and they'll be like, it's not racial. It means they're lazy.
No, it's literally racist.
Don't go knocking on the wrong door too far down the damn road's all I got to tell you, off of the paved road.
The N-word, I guess, do you think that still holds the same kind of weight that it did once upon a time?
How black people can say it and we can't, but yet the word does not mean black. That's the whole issue that I have. Negro is a type of class of person. It's not, doesn't dictate what color you are, but yet it's okay for them, but, oh yeah, we're gonna kill you if you say it, right? No.
Do you think black people can be racist to white people?
Oh, yes. Oh, 100%. Actually, I believe a lot of times black folks are more racist than we are. I pick person as a person. Like sitting here talking to you, you're okay, right? You and me would be fine. But if you come up here with that, well, I don't want to call it blue gum smack, and start running off at the mouth and just, no, that's just, I mean, people are people, man. And I believe that the old school people have to die off because I don't think the younger generations is the same as the older people, but that's just the way we grew up. That's what we were taught. The gas station attendant, he said, where does the black folks hang out around here? He goes, the last one I seen was hanging from that tree over there. I mean, I came through segregation in high school. Yeah, we had, when they started busing black people into our school, we ended up with a full-blown riot one day. Dogs, guns, knives, shut the whole school system down. You have to understand, these Appalachian people, man, they don't have much of anything, okay? They never get really documented. There's no opportunity for them to get into better fields and grow around here. So what happens with the family history is they end up being heads and stealing and doing whatever they can to survive.
For the rest of this trip, we've pretty much been going to backwoods and hollers. What advice would you give me going into those environments?
Be careful. Have a loaded pistol with you. I'm just saying, I mean, that's what I would do if I was doing it.
Growing up in a church, you know, being religious, the Bible tells us, you know, everyone's made equal in the image of God. And what you take with that is, you know, you can love somebody but hate their sin. And I'm not saying it's a sin, you know, for a different race or whatever. A lot of that, you get a connotation, you know, different races or, well, they're bad for this or they're bad for this, you know, but you can't take it at that. You have to take it at face value, not knowing you as a person. I mean, it's my job to walk up to you, hey man, how you doing? Do you know Jesus?
With that being said, Luke, can you be a Christian and can you be racist?
Not a good one, I'd say. I'd say not. I mean, not a true Christian. A lot of people down here, you get a lot of what you're saying, you're seeing it as a negative racist town, or you've heard those things and you've experienced things that made you second guess it. I've been broke down on the side of the road and I've had strangers pull up and help me. I mean, it's happened to my mom, it's happened for my dad. I mean, it's a community that can come together. You been to Tellico yet?
We're going there next Tellico Plains of it.
Yes, sir.
If you growed up with the KKK, you're going to be racist. If you growed up going to church, you're going to be religious. I got friends that are black, and I go to their house and play cards on Friday night. Sometimes I might be the only white person there. So
no way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So you know, yeah. But I growed up with them, worked with them. Somebody did say that they was an what do you call it? What is it? Where the white supremacists?
Aryan Brotherhood.
Aryan, yeah.
Nazi bastard! Get my country!
They said they was a bunch moved in somewhere.
I heard that yesterday.
Yeah, somebody, but now I ain't never seen them.
Our race itself was under attack by some of the most powerful forces in the world.
They say they do have a compound down there.
How do you reckon they would treat me if I went there?
Oh, I'd say you wouldn't do good. Let's put this, I wouldn't go there.
After doing some research, we found out that group he was referring to was called the Patriot Front, who is currently building a large compound in Tellico Plains.
There has been a century-spanning war dedicated to the singular objective of toppling natural law, specifically that law which outlines the reality of race.
After doing some more research online, we had a lead to us where they might have been located, so we picked up our things and headed that way. We were just travelling around trying to speak to people, and we heard that this was the Patriot Front's building, so we're trying to interview someone.
This is what now?
The Patriot Front.
Oh, they live back in yonder.
Oh.
Gotta go down the road right here. I met them one time. I went down there looking for my little dog, and they accused me of stealing their generator and said I've been down there in a white Jeep. Yeah, you. We're going to jail. We got your phone. They found somebody's phone over there, but they said, we get it unlocked, so you're going to jail. Figure they know I'll shoot them. They come, over here messing around. I got 35 acres here, and if I catch them on it, I got a hole up on the hill. Or you do. I mean, they believe that Adolf Hitler was the second coming of Jesus Christ.
America is not a place, it is a nation. And a nation is indelibly tied to a people, which came from a coalescing of a variety of European settlers.
If you'll turn right yonder, and go out there and there's a big house up on the hill on your left, that's their dojo. They call that their dojo.
I'm going to try and find them now. How do you reckon they're going to react to me? Try and go and speak to them. If you don't hear from us in 30 minutes, come and find us.
Come by here, blow your horn.
I will do. So I'm currently in the backwoods of East Tennessee. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. Behind me is where I've been told the white supremacists actually are residing. It's pretty much a no-go zone. No one really knows too much about them, but we know they're based here. I'm not too sure how welcome I'll be, especially if I arrive unannounced. We're trying to find the Patriot Front who live deep in the backwoods here. So I'm not sure how much of this is a good idea. But they are here. We've just spoke to pretty much their neighbour. It says, be careful, we should be fine, but they're definitely here. So we're currently in the backwoods of Tellico Plains. This is the Patriot Front's home. It looks like they've got a cabin at the back where someone is potentially living. From my understanding, they have a dojo where they do martial arts. And it looks like this is the dojo/factory unit that they've got.
What has Patriot Front done for you? What has it done for me? This helped me to obtain a brotherhood like no other. This helped me to use my talents and gifts for the better good of the nation.
Patriot Front has given me a way to fight for my country, my nation, my folk.
It's reconnected me to my roots and just give me a sense of heritage and a belonging again.
What has Patriot Front done for you? The cause for our people as an individual has existed in my heart for many years. And by myself, it was impossible and daunting. Patriot Front has given me a brotherhood that makes that future more certain and more possible with our collective strength, which has filled my life with hope and purpose.
We're reclaiming what was stolen. We're rebuilding what was vacant. Any man of our race and nation who stands an idle spectator to the greatest challenge facing America will never escape the shadow of shame.
Hello? Hi there, my name's Aryan. I'm from London and I'm making a documentary on East Tennessee. Can I get out of the car? Leave, yeah.
So there's the Patriot Front. That's the first time at any point of doing this documentary I've been told to go away. The only experience I had, I guess I came uninvited and was told to leave, which I guess is fair enough. But with that being said, anywhere else I've been uninvited. People are welcoming me with open arms, and this was the first time that hasn't happened.
You know, we went pretty far in, like about a half mile in. We saw the dojo, and we even went up further, and there's a cabin, a really nice one too.
Really?
Nicely built.
I ain't been in there in a long time.
Yeah, and then but no one was stopping us.
There was like 9 different bars over at one time. The guy that stopped me over, he had a girlfriend, and she couldn't even speak English. She was from Germany. Brian Culpepper. You can look him up. Lots of different people. Milliana, Illinois, all the time coming in and out of here. I don't know what they may just be over there going to the dojo.
It's all secret what they're doing. It's like no one really knows what's happening.
I don't know if it is or not, because they got it on, most of it's on the internet if you look it up.
While we withhold some information from the public, such as the identities of our membership, we balance this out with total transparency in our ideals.
That's the reason I carry a gun.
Why did they come here? We ranked 48th in the world in education. Did the Irish and the Italian work together? Did the Polish and the Irish work together? Did the British and the Italians work together? Did the Spaniards from Spain work with the Hungarians? When we built this country, brick by brick, everybody learned everybody's culture and everybody got along, okay? But they didn't come here and say, death to America. And that's the difference. I care about every single American-born person in this country. I care about our infrastructure. I care about our school system. I care about religious freedom to a degree. I don't think a street at 4:30 in the afternoon in Manhattan should be closed so people could go out there from their job and lay down on a rug. You do that in your home, in your institution of religion. But Trump loves us. And what we needed in this country was a businessman. And he's the best. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because he failed. And he failed more than once. But what did he do? He picked himself up. He dusted himself off and he started all over again. And that's the kind of people that I want around me, because you can't know success unless you've been through a failure. And I say that right now to all you young'uns, don't be afraid to fail. Don't not try. He wants us as one country, one family, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all American citizens. God bless us all, and God bless our republic. Amen. Thy shall be done. This is Cookie signing off.